Travel trouble, cancellations, delays, and drama.
Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. We begin tonight with the government shutdown and the impact on air travel. The FAA says they're reducing air traffic by 4%, a number that will eventually bump up to 10%. The reduction started Friday morning across 40 high-volume markets. The agency claiming this is a safety precaution as air traffic controllers show signs of strain. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken is in our newsroom. Emma, this is going to hurt several airports closest to Delmarva.
Charlie, the Philadelphia International Airport, BWI, the DC airports, and the New York City airports are all affected by these cuts. And we spoke with people today who rely on these hubs and are worried about getting home for the holidays, especially ahead of Thanksgiving.
It's those crashing waves that make people happy to call Delaware home, but that's not to say travel doesn't call every now and again. That's the reality for Carol Smith and her husband, who are planning to fly for the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday.
We're just doing something different and going out to Las Vegas to see some shows and go to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. Just spend some time doing something different for the holidays.
Smith says they plan to fly out of one of the DC airports.
A lot of it, the trip is obviously already paid for because it's coming up.
But the record-breaking government shutdown leading the FAA to cut down the number of flights out of 40 high-volume markets like DC, Smith says it's stressful.
It is really disconcerting that, we have to worry about it. We have to wonder what's going on. Are the airports going to be open or...
Annette Nero-Stellhorn with accent on travel says she thinks the government will be reopened by Thanksgiving, but in the meantime says inconveniences can range anywhere from longer TSA lines to canceled flights.
I would highly suggest to get to the airport a half hour earlier than you were planning originally, right? So even for international, if you've checked in early, get there 2 to 2.5 hours minimally, and then of course with US an hour and a half prior to.
So while travelers brace for turbulence in the skies, it might just be smoother sailing for those who drive or even choose to stay right here on the coast.
Accent on Travel says if you are planning to buy a flight soon, make sure to buy insurance with it because these type of travel disruptions are typically covered under insurance, and make sure to turn on travel alerts on your phone through your airline. Charlie.